Yes, people. Okay, right now, you probably heard that the UK government is looking to roll out digital IDs very, very soon. But we have it here on BBC that digital veteran cards could be a case study for ID rollout, says one of the ministers. So let's see what's going on here. The launch of digital veteran cards could serve as a case study to ease concerns over the government's plan to bring its mandatory digital ID for anyone wanting to work, a minister has said. About 300,000 ex-military with physical veteran cards can now download a digital version to a smartphone in a move to make it easier to prove their status. Ian Murray, Minister for Digital Government, said it was not a test run but it would likely be a demonstration to the public, as it is the government's first digital credential to be stored in its One Login app. Last month, the government announced compulsory digital IDs in the bid to clamp down on illegal working. That digital ID will be introduced by 2029 and mandatory in order to work, but concerns have been raised by civil liberty groups who argue that even a limited digital ID could pave the way for a more intrusive system, raising concerns about privacy, data, security, and government overreach. The digital veteran card is optional, but the government says it will allow for former service personnel, that's people in the Army, Navy, Royal Air Force, to show their entitlement in person to services such as GP and mental health support, supported by housing, careers advice, as well as reduced entry prices at museum and money off their shopping. Now, those of the 1.8 million ex-service personnel in the UK without a veteran card can apply for one which can take up to 10 weeks. Murray said it's probably a demonstration to the public by default in that sense on the basis that this is the first use case for having a digital credential on your smartphone and that digital credential is the first sort of verifiable one that the government has now launched. So using a closed group like the 300,000 veterans is a real good case study to show that it does work, and it basically would be very beneficial. It shows the tech works, that shows that we can prove and dispense with some of those legitimate concerns around privacy and security and those kind of issues. The digital veteran card will be the first document to be stored in the Government One Login smartphone app, with digital driving licenses set to follow at a later date. Now, the question is, people, do you believe the government? Do you think that digital IDs are a good way to go about things? We did produce a video on the channel previously talking about the digital IDs that the Labour government want to roll out, and now here we've got one about a potential case study via, ex-service people, veterans. Smaller number, but it will be potentially a case study for the government to see how well this works. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Do you believe in this kind of digital technology? Drop a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.